Turgid as adjective. Inflated or bombastic, especially in language or style. Swollen or distended, especially due to fluid or gas. The writer's prose was often criticized for being turgid and overly complex. The politician's speech was full of turgid language and empty promises. The academic paper was turgid and difficult to follow. The artist's paintings were criticized for being turgid and lacking in originality. The music was turgid and uninspired, lacking any real passion or emotion. Untrammeled as adjective. Free from external control or constraint, not restrained or limited in any way. The artist's creativity was untrammeled, resulting in a unique and original style. The writer's imagination was untrammeled, allowing them to create complex and fascinating stories. The athlete's potential was untrammeled, but they needed the right training and guidance. The company's growth was untrammeled, with new branches opening in several countries. The child's curiosity was untrammeled, asking endless. Negligible as adjective. Neglectable, inconsequential, trifling, insignificant, so small or unimportant as to be not worth considering or paying attention to. The amount of sugar in this drink is negligible, making it a healthier option. The cost of repairs was negligible compared to the overall value of the property. The minor scratches on the car were negligible and didn't require any repairs. The impact of the new policy on the company's operations was negligible.
The difference in performance between the two models was negligible.
Penurious as adjective. Destitute, impecunious, or financially impoverished, extremely poor, lacking money or resources. The penurious old man refused to spend money on anything that he deemed unnecessary. The company was forced to lay off workers due to its penurious financial situation. She grew up in a penurious household, where every penny was carefully accounted for. The couple lived a penurious lifestyle, saving every penny for their future retirement. The charity provided assistance to penurious families who were struggling to make ends meet. Percipient as adjective. Capable of observing, noticing, or comprehending something, having the ability to perceive or become aware of something through the senses or intuition. The artist was known for his percipient eye and ability to capture the essence of his subjects. As a percipient critic, she was able to discern the strengths and weaknesses of the novel. His percipient understanding of human nature made him a skilled psychologist. The film's percipient screenplay accurately portrayed the complexities of the characters' relationships. Her percipient observation skills allowed her to quickly identify the problem and find a solution. Pertinent as adjective. Directly related or connected to the matter under consideration. Relevant or applicable to a particular matter, having a direct bearing on the issue at hand. The speaker made some pertinent points during the presentation. It is important to focus on pertinent information when writing a research paper. The judge's ruling was based on pertinent evidence. The interviewer asked pertinent questions about the applicant's qualifications. The doctor asked pertinent questions to diagnose the patient's illness. Reticent as adjective. Disinclined to talk or engage in social interaction, reluctant to express their thoughts, feelings, or opinions. The usually outgoing boy was reticent about his feelings after the breakup. The politician was reticent about her stance on the controversial issue. The writer was reticent to share her work with others. The new employee was reticent to speak up during meetings. The celebrity was reticent about her personal life in interviews. Unruly as adjective. difficult or impossible to control or manage, especially with regard to behavior, disobedient or wild, not willing to follow rules or conform to social norms. The unruly students were causing chaos in the classroom. The unruly dog kept barking and jumping on everyone. The unruly crowd at the concert was becoming dangerous. The unruly hair made it hard for her to look presentable. The unruly weeds in the garden needed to be pulled out.
Above board is adverb. Openly and honestly, without deception, without secret or ulterior motives. The real estate agent was proud of his reputation for always conducting business above board. The journalist made sure to follow all ethical guidelines and keep his reporting above board. The politician promised to run a transparent and above-board campaign. The company assured us that all of their dealings were above board. The lawyer insisted that all of her clients' actions were completely above board. Amok as adverb, in a frenzied, uncontrolled, or wild manner, often describing behavior or actions done recklessly or uncontrollably. The kids are running amok, playing wildly in the park. Informal usage indicating uncontrolled play. After the game, fans went amok, celebrating enthusiastically. Colloquial usage to depict wild celebrations. When the news broke out, rumors spread amok, causing confusion. Informal expression suggesting chaotic spreading of rumors. With sales soaring, competitors were marketing amok, trying to keep up. Informal use implying intense, competitive marketing. She searched amok for her misplaced keys, checking everywhere. Informal use indicating a frantic search. Autonomously as adverb, in a manner that shows independence or self-governance, often referring to the ability to act or make decisions without external influence or control. The drone flew autonomously, navigating without human control. The new technology allows cars to drive autonomously, without constant human intervention. In the experiment, each robot functioned autonomously, responding to its environment. The AI system operates autonomously, making decisions based on program parameters. The factory assembly line runs autonomously, minimizing the need for human operators. Assiduously as adverb, in a manner characterized by dedication, diligence, and persistence, often involving careful attention to detail. With great care, attention, and effort, often implying thoroughness or dedication to a task or goal. She studied assiduously for the exam, poring over every chapter multiple times. The chef worked assiduously to perfect the recipe, adjusting ingredients meticulously. He practiced assiduously every day to improve his musical skills, playing for hours on end. The detective investigated the case assiduously, leaving no stone unturned in pursuit of clues. The writer revised his manuscript assiduously, editing and rewriting until it was polished to perfection. Askance is adverb, with a sideways or oblique glance, with suspicion or disapproval. The parents viewed their son's decision to drop out of college askance, concerned about his future prospects. The teacher looked askance at the student who had just walked in late to class. The committee members looked askance at the proposal, unsure of its feasibility and potential risks. The neighbors watched askance as the new residents moved in with loud music and parties. The boss looked askance at the employee's excuse for missing a deadline, suspecting it was a cover-up for poor time management. Amply is adverb. It can be used to indicate that something has enough of a particular quality or quantity to meet a particular need or requirement. The new employee's performance exceeded expectations amply. She had amply demonstrated her skills during the job interview. The cake was amply decorated with frosting and sprinkles. The team had amply prepared for the championship game with weeks of training and practice. The artist's work was amply praised by critics and fans alike. Base is noun, a fundamental or underlying principle or component, the lowermost part or bottom of something. The military base was heavily guarded and housed thousands of soldiers. The chemist added a base to the solution to neutralize the acidity. The baseball player made it to third base before being tagged out. The factory built a new base for the large machine to sit on. The artist used a base of white paint to create a clean background for the painting. Apogee is noun, the highest or most distant point in an orbit or trajectory. The point in the orbit of the moon or a satellite at which it is farthest from the Earth. The satellite will reach its apogee or farthest point from the Earth in just a few hours. The company's stock price reached its apogee last year, but has since declined significantly. The athlete's career reached its apogee when she won a gold medal at the Olympics. The novel was considered the apogee of the author's career, and it went on to win numerous awards. The apogee of the Roman Empire is generally considered to be during the reign of Augustus. Chortle is noun, a chuckling or snorting sound expressing amusement or joy. He chortled gleefully upon hearing the amusing anecdote from his friend. The children chortled with delight as they played together in the park. She couldn't help but chortle when her pet performed a playful trick. The old man chortled softly at the memory that crossed his mind. The comedian's joke made the entire audience chortle uncontrollably. Volubility as noun, the ability to use language with ease and quickness. The quality or state of being fluent or easy to express. Her volubility in public speaking impressed everyone. The politician's volubility was his strongest asset. The salesman's volubility helped him close the deal. The writer's volubility made her books hard to put down. His volubility was a sign of his nervousness. Serendipity as noun, the act of making fortunate discoveries by chance or luck, leading to unexpected and pleasant outcomes. The occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way, especially when such events are unexpected or unplanned. Their chance meeting was a stroke of serendipity that changed their lives. The project's success was attributed to a stroke of serendipity in the early stages. The bookstore owner's serendipity came from finding rare books in unexpected places. The discovery of penicillin was a result of sheer serendipity. The author's best ideas often came from moments of serendipity. Constraint as noun, a condition or circumstance that limits freedom of choice or action, something that restricts or limits. The budget constraints prevented the company from investing in new technology. The artist viewed the limited color palette as a creative constraint that sparked new ideas. The time constraints required the project to be completed within a tight deadline. The legal constraints prevented the company from launching a product that did not meet safety standards. The athlete's injury put significant constraints on his ability to perform at his best. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.